He lied, he cheated, he stole, but he also captured millions of hearts. From El Paso to the grand stage of WWE, Eddie Guerrero's journey was one of triumph and tragedy, a hero, a fighter, and a man who inspired generations despite his struggles. Welcome to Historical Stories, where legends are brought back to life. Eddie Guerrero, lie, cheat, steal, a hero's journey. Eduardo "Gory" Guerrero, known to fans around the world as Eddie Guerrero, was born on October 9, 1967 in El Paso, Texas, into the legendary Guerrero wrestling family. His father, Gory Guerrero, was one of Mexico's most respected wrestlers, and his brothers Chavo, Hector, and Mando all carried on the family legacy. Growing up in the shadow of such wrestling royalty, Eddie's path seemed destined for the ring, yet his charisma, heart, and struggles would make his journey uniquely unforgettable. Eddie trained under his father's guidance and made his debut in Mexico during the mid-1980s. He quickly impressed audiences with his blend of lucha libre flair and technical skill. Adopting the nickname Latino Heat, Eddie became known for his fiery energy, quick wit, and unmatched athleticism. His early career saw him wrestle in Mexico's AA promotion, where he formed a memorable tag team with Love Machine Art Bar. Their duo, Los Gringos Locos, became one of the most hated yet beloved acts in lucha libre history. In the early 1990s, Eddie's talent took him to Japan, where he performed in New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW. There he adopted the Black Tiger persona, continuing to refine his craft. His time in Japan made him one of the most versatile performers in the world, able to adapt to any style, whether high-flying lucha, Japanese strong style, or technical grappling. By 1995, Eddie entered the American spotlight with Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW. Matches against Dean Malenko and Too Cold Scorpio showcased his incredible in-ring ability. Later that year, he signed with World Championship Wrestling, WCW, joining a cruiserweight division stacked with talent like Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho, and Ultimo Dragon. Though often underutilized by WCW management, Eddie still delivered classic matches and became a fan favorite for his determination and passion. In 2000, Eddie made his debut in World Wrestling Federation, WWF, later WWE, joining alongside fellow radicals Chris Benoit, Dean Malenko, and Perry Saturn. Almost immediately, Eddie stood out, not just for his wrestling, but for his larger-than-life personality. His on-screen romance with China earned him mainstream popularity, while his catchphrase, "I lie, I cheat, I steal," became a beloved mantra. What could have been a villainous gimmick turned into one of wrestling's most endearing characters, as fans adored Eddie's mischievous charm and underdog spirit. Yet Eddie's career was not without its struggles. Away from the spotlight, he battled addiction to alcohol and painkillers, leading to multiple suspensions and even his release from WWE in 2001. At his lowest point, Eddie entered rehabilitation and worked tirelessly to rebuild his life, both personally and professionally. His faith and family, especially his wife Vicky Guerrero and daughters Shaul and Kaylee, became his anchor. Eddie returned to WWE stronger than ever, winning over fans with his honesty about his past struggles and his determination to overcome them. By 2003, he had become one of the company's most popular stars, forming the beloved tag team Los Guerreros with his nephew Chavo Guerrero. Together they embodied the motto, "We lie, we cheat, we steal," but always with humor and heart that endeared them to millions. The peak of Eddie's career came on February 15, 2004, at No Way Out. In a historic moment, Eddie defeated Brock Lesnar to win the WWE Championship. Overcome with emotion, he celebrated with fans, proving that perseverance and resilience could conquer all odds. His victory was not just a personal triumph, it was a symbolic moment for Latino fans around the world, who saw in Eddie a hero who represented their culture and struggles. Eddie's reign as WWE champion solidified his status as one of the all-time greats. His matches were thrilling, his promos entertaining, and his connection with the audience unmatched. However, behind the curtain, the toll of his battles with addiction and the grueling wrestling schedule weighed heavily. On November 13, 2005, tragedy struck. Eddie Guerrero was found dead in his hotel room in Minneapolis, Minnesota, at just 38 years old. The cause was acute heart failure, likely brought on by years of physical strain and past substance abuse. The wrestling world was devastated. Eddie held tribute shows in his honor, and countless wrestlers spoke of his kindness, humor, and passion. Eddie's legacy lives on in countless ways. He was inducted posthumously into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2006, and his influence continues through his family and the wrestlers he inspired. Stars like Rey Mysterio, Sasha Banks, and countless others cite him as a guiding light. His widow, Vicky Guerrero, also carried on his legacy, becoming a major on-screen personality in WWE. Eddie Guerrero's story is one of triumph and tragedy, of flaws and redemption. He embraced his imperfections, fought his demons, and rose to the pinnacle of wrestling while remaining beloved for his authenticity. Lie, cheat, steal may have been his gimmick, but Eddie Guerrero's true legacy is that of a man who gave everything to his craft and left an indelible mark on wrestling history. Eddie Guerrero's journey journey proved that even through struggle, greatness can shine forever. His legacy lives on in every chant of Viva la Raza from fans worldwide. This was Historical Stories, bringing you the lives of wrestling's greatest icons. Stay tuned for the next legendary tale, Roddy Piper, the Unfiltered, legend of wrestling's wildest talker. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next story.